I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video, and this is another request for Joseph, one of two. And if anyone wants to send any requests, topics, reactions, re-reviews, pretty much any type of videos, you send your requests either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for a film called Zombie 3, and it's junk, but it's kind of entertaining junk, and I wasn't bored with it, at least. So it's not high praise, but this isn't a rant, even though it's not really a good film. But for those who don't know, the original Zombie was by Lucio Fulci. Now, technically, overseas, Zombie was George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. And then when they had Zombie 2, it's the film that we looked at here in the U.S. as Zombie, directed by Lucio Fulci. Which I like that movie. I mean, hell, you got a shark and a zombie fighting each other. You have some great gore, like the splinter in the eye scene. I love the music. It definitely has almost a muddy atmosphere with the zombies. What do you mean muddy? As in, you know that feeling you get when it's muddy? It's like, eeh. And these zombies look like they will mud your ass. Eat and mud you and eat you, or both at the same time. So I do like the first Zombie. And overseas, it was Zombie 2. But I guess to avoid confusion, you have Zombie 3. That's how it is in both places. In the US, over there is Zombie 3. Now, apparently this was directed by Lucio Fulci, but either he got sick, or he said fucking left, or something happened. They looked at the footage, and they said, really, there's like 50 minutes we can use. When you edit a bunch of slow as hell spots, whatever. Okay, what are we going to do for the rest? Well, we're going to get Bruno Mattei, I should say. Bruno Mattei did Terminator 2. Yes, the Terminator 2 from overseas. That's just a ripoff of Aliens. It's also known as Shocking Dark and other movies, but it's also known as Bruno Mattei's Terminator 2. He did the Red Brown film, Robo War. Then you also had another guy, the guy who did Troll 2. He also directed portions of this. So there's a mix of three directors. You could tell, because it's like the movie's like jumping from one to the other. It's not boring. The other interesting thing is the star of the film, even though you don't really know who the hell the star is, because this doesn't seem like really has a main character that we really follow. You just know they're the main character because they're the people that survive. So technically the main character is Deran Sarafian. You may wonder, who the hell is that? This is the guy who would direct Terminal Velocity with Charlie Sheen, Gunman with Christopher Lambert and Mario Van Peebles, and Death Warrant with Jean-Claude Van Damme. So the guy becomes one of the survivors. He would direct Van Damme and Christopher Lambert and Charlie Sheen, and I like all three of those movies. So it's interesting to see him as an actor, not a good actor. I'm like, I just see why he's a better director. But maybe it's not his fault because you got dubbing, and maybe this is not really the way to judge that. To be fair, as for the plot, you have a group of scientists that are working on a serum called Death 1, and it reanimates the dead. And even at the beginning, like, you have this corpse that breaks out of this canister, like, breaks out, and you think, okay, it's going to eat someone, it's going to bite someone. No, it cuts to another scene, and the guy's like, yeah, this is what happened. Yeah, gotta take every precaution, this is very dangerous. So, did they kill that zombie? Did they not kill that zombie? Did the zombie fall asleep? Did he pass out? We don't know. And also, take every precaution. It's very dangerous. No fucking shit. You called it Death 1. Was something called Death 1? What the fuck do you think it is? Vitamins? It's called Death 1. You might as well call it Ball Kicker, or Asshole Splitter, or Fucked. You be fucked. You be fucked. Or Fuck It All. You want to take a pill called Fuck It All? No, Fuck It All. It's called Death 1. What do you expect? So ultimately you see another zombie, maybe the same one. Maybe the breaks out. No, no, that's not the case. I'm getting mixed up. Yeah, you never see them fight or attack it. So that zombie, I guess they just killed it off screen? Did you never see that zombie again? Because the way, what happens next is they're taking the case with Death 1. Bad guys randomly come in, shoot, steal the case. Most of the criminals die. One criminal gets away. He's exposed himself to it, accidentally. Gets to a hotel, will cut his hand. A maid comes in, pushes her head to the glass, and she's like, pretty much just, blood just erupts from her mouth as soon as she touches the glass. And it's like a soft touch, like, really fucking, okay. So, a contamination unit that looked like the bad guys from George Romero's The Crazies, you know, with the white outfits, the gas mask. They look straight out of The Crazies. They come in, they take care of everything, they burn the zombie bodies, and a la Return of the Living Dead, the ashes keep the zombie going. That's what happened at the end of Return of the Living Dead. In this case, the birds get the ashes and they become zombie birds, which is funny because Zombie 5 is called Killing Birds, even though there's no birds in that movie. I know, Zombie 5 Killing Birds. Well, no, I think there is a bird at the beginning that takes out an eyeball, but it's not really about killing birds, because the bird didn't kill him, and you never see birds again. Oh, that's another movie. Because you have Zombie 4 After Death? Is that Zombie 4? Is that Killing Birds? Zombie 6. I just tell you Zombie 6. There's Monster Hunter. There's a... If you watch Cinema Stop, you know that there's technically Zombie 6 and Zombie 7. There's one zombie film that's Special Forces. I'm not going into that. That's another hilarious thing. Even I mean, if you know cinema stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Special forces. That'll be an in joke for people who did. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. But getting back to this, and then like this random couple, they stop at this gas station. Actually, that's later on. We're finally getting to characters, kinda. Because after the birds get the fucking ash from the air, and now they're infected. Throughout the film, you have this radio guy that any second now, I think he's going to say, "Hey, Daddy-O, keep it fresh and keep it cool. Here we rock it and roll it to the great old 70s." Yeah. This is one of those, like, trying to be smooth, jazzy type of voice. He narrates throughout the entire film. So our characters are these 3 GIs. One of them is Deran Sarafian, the director of Gunmen, Death Warrant, etc. You also have this RV with some women in it and some guys. Then you have this random couple that stops at a gas station. The guy gets bit by one of these birds. A zombie's in the gas station, tries to kill the lady with a machete. Ultimately, the fucking gas station blows up. That's another thing with these zombies. Some of them wield machetes. Some of them are slow. Some of them are fast. Some of them talk. And some of them is a fucking head in a fridge. When someone opens up a fridge, the head goes and flies and attaches onto someone. I'm like, what the fuck? Again, when you have 3 directors, there's going to be a little bit of inconsistency from a machete wielding zombie to a slow ass one to a talking one to a fucking head just going. But I mean, it's kind of not. I wasn't bored. Although it's a good note because I would like people I give a shit about. That would be nice. But you don't really get to know anybody too. Because it keeps going back to like the military and the contamination units. What are we going to do? Or people who look like the crazies going and killing random zombies. And then it comes back to the couple. And one of the GIs is with that couple in the car while the guy's sick. These others are with the people in the RV. It's like fucking random shit. And apparently at one point, some of the cast could not come back. So then they had to finish the film with some of these other people, or not the entire cast. Yeah, good luck. I mean, if you know going to it, it's a mess. It's kind of fun just to be like, what the hell's going to happen next? Oh, there's some flamethrowers. Oh, they're shooting zombies. Okay, now there's a pregnant worm. There's some pregnant woman on a gurney. I guess she was pregnant. But then when the chick gets near it, an adult zombie hand comes out of the fucking stomach and grabs and like rips the girl's face off. Like they're trying to get her out. Again, an adult zombie hand from a pregnant lady rips this other woman's face off. I'm like, again, what the fuck's going on in this movie, man? Jesus Christ. I mean, sometimes zombies talk and none of them ever do. Our hero survivors dwindle and dwindle. At one point they blow up a house behind the zombies. Spoiler alert, get into the ending. They get to a chopper. They turn and wait, I guess, 30 seconds for their buddy to join them. And all of a sudden there's, I don't know, is it Viet Cong zombies? Like, literally the Red Dawn zombies? Like, Wolverines! Like the, remember in Red Dawn when the kids are hiding in the ground and they pop up? Well, zombies apparently do the same thing. And they grab the guy and pull him down. And he's fighting them off. And then he runs off and he gets killed by the contamination George Romero, the crazy outfit-looking guys. And ultimately, there are two, Deran Sarafian and the girl, they ride off in a helicopter. Cut to the radio DJ talking throughout the midnight hour. And he turns, and all of a sudden he has no fucking eyes. I guess he's a zombie too, but he's a zombie that still does the radio. And then it cuts to our two leads, and the guy's like, we're gonna go back. You wanna go back there? Yes, and we're going back to win. And then this kind of shitty 80s rock song plays, and I'm like, this is trash. But it's kind of enjoyable trash. It's not a downbeat ending. Not everyone dies. The way that, like, we're going back to win. Okay. Maybe they're going to grab... Maybe the helicopter will be the helicopter that actually flies over Predator. And they'll pick up Dutch. And then they'll also fly up and pick up Rambo. And then they'll go kill all the zombies. I'd see that movie. But I just... It's a plot that's like doing this. The makeup effects are not up to par compared to, you know, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, let alone Lucio Fulci's first, you know, Zombie. This was 1988 this came out. 88. I mean, by that point, I mean, you had Return of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead in 85. You had... a lot of zombie movies are much better makeup than this. There's a decent amount of makeup. It is one of those films it's short. It's 80-some minutes long. It was on YouTube for free. There's a lot of things to complain about. Again, a more consistent story. Have some kind of shit make sense. Not feel like three fucking directors making it. And at times making shit up. Even again, the zombies are inconsistent. I just development of some type of character. But if you want to just see a movie where you got some gore, you got some blood, it's fast paced, it doesn't have some downer ending to ruin the mood. It's kind of fun trash, but it's nothing I would ever see again. I would never pick this up to own on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever. Again, there's much better, but it's just kind of that one of those reactions, like, whatever, man. Just it got some enjoyment out of me. There's that. So I guess it's just one of those fun trash, I guess. There you go. Maybe if you're really into these, it's better than some of the zombie shit that comes out nowadays. I'll say that. You know, at least there's stuff happening, and it's not boring. It goes back at a little bit of an kind of energetic pace. At least there's that, and there's stuff you can laugh at, and the fucking floating zombie head, and like, the pregnant lady seems like it'd be ew, but the fact it's a fucking hand, I'm like, so it's a hand in there all along, and just how none of that makes sense can make you laugh. What the fuck? Yeah, like, she grew a hand? Is it like that fucking... What was that wrestling thing back in the day where... Back in the Attitude Era, there's a stupid story point where someone... Was it Mae Young gave birth to a hand because of fucking... what the hell was his name? Mark Henry? Like, remember Mark Henry, the wrestler, and the older wrestler lady, Mae Young? She gave birth to a hand. Was that it? The fucking hand? Anyway. That's Zombie 3. People 0. They should have just made it an alright parody, I think, to save the film. I think that would have worked even better. Zombie 3, People 0. Like, just make it like an airplane spoof parody. I think that would have worked out better. But as is, it's... I don't know. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.